Hi, this is Joe Davis with GotBaseballCards.com. I'm a lifelong sports card collector and hobby veteran for over 30 years. We are very excited to offer you this channel to provide you the finest in sports card news and entertainment. Thanks for watching. Hey guys, and welcome back to Sports Cards with Joe
and Doug.
And today we've got some exciting news for you. Doug, I know you're excited because you're going to be even busier now.
Can you tell I am? I'm so excited.
You're going to see even more great cards coming through.
Big news. Big news, Joe.
A couple of weeks ago, we shared with all of our viewers that we believe PSA would soon be opening up their regular service to us, and it's now official. You can now submit cards at that level. Big price drop, and probably means big increase in number of submissions.
Pretty impressive price drop. Almost half of what we had been charging. I mean, that's pretty amazing to come down that far.
Yeah. So, yeah, we're now going to be able to offer the, quote, regular service is now we're going to be able to offer it for those who submit through us for $110 a card or $100 if you're submitting 10 or more. Of course, that's including grading, shipping, insurance back and forth to PSA and shipping back to you. We do ask you to cover that final leg of insurance because could vary depending on the value of the card, but big price drop.
Amazing. So one card $110, 10 cards $100, and they can send us as many cards as they want. Is that correct?
Absolutely not.
Oh, what? Another asterisk maybe?
Yeah, afraid so. No, I mean, you can send them. Here's the one challenge. We, as a group submitter, and like other group submitters, we have a limitation on how many we can send. And the whole reason for that is PSA is trying to still focus on the backlog, which is good. Kudos to Nat Turner to be able to keep working on that backlog. So they're allowing us, as a group submitter, to send 300 per week.
How many?
Only 300 cards a week. So that's not many. When we've got probably 1,000 different graded card customers,
if not more. But I mean, I still think that $100, $110, you still need a fairly premium card to send in at that level. So I don't know. 300 seems low to me just to start with, but maybe that's not that bad. So how are we going to handle people's that send in cards? Who gets the 300 cards?
We are the only thing that I have figured out is to use the FIFO method.
FIFO?
Yeah, FIFO.
Your dog picks? Who?
No, not FIDO.
Oh.
Not FIDO.
Oh.
FIFO. Remember economics? You took some of that back in school. I know it's been a long time.
I went to Georgia, so I don't know that they went over FIFO.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you. It's first in, first out.
Ah, okay.
So first cards that come in, they're the first ones to go out the door to PSA. So right now we've already got a nice stack going out Monday. You've got a bunch to write up.
I've got a bunch.
And then we have plenty more on the way to us because we already have this on the website. You can already submit this. You can already fill out the paperwork and get your cards in. So, I mean, if you have several hundred, we'll have to space yours out over the next few weeks. But, if you just have a handful, go ahead and get in line. I know some other group submitters have already booked up for the next, few weeks. So get yours into us, and we will get them out. Now, they have not given us an estimated turn time on this yet because it's going to be dependent on how many they take in. So we're going to have to
play it by ear. Maybe we'll have to let you know.
It's going to be slower than Express and Super Express, which we've been seeing back in 4 weeks, basically. But it's going to be quicker than those who've been waiting a year. For your basic stuff. So regular service finally open.
Well, Joe, I can tell you that I've talked to a number of people in the store. I've talked to a number of people in the industry, and I know there are most of us, including myself, have a lot of cards that we've been kind of holding back just in case. So now is the time to go back through all of those cards and decide because at a certain value point, you're going to have to send in at appropriate PSA levels.
Right.
So this is now the time. You want to get them in first at this new level and then you will also be first coming back out. I mean,
Correct.
they're limiting it. It's an allocation, perhaps you may want to say. So hopefully they've taken everything into consideration so that they can return those to us in a reasonable amount of time, maybe a couple of months. I'm guessing, and that's just
my hope.
wild guess there.
And one other good point that we haven't made yet is there is a limit on this service. The maximum is $999 a card value. So if you send in at that level, you know, there is a possibility of upcharges if the value ends up being, if it's a $2,000 card or $2,500 card or whatever. So that's determined by PSA at the time of after it ships to us, and they send us those. You know, I'm always excited. Honestly, we get those emails and say, note there are many upcharges attached. So that tells me, well, some customers got some really good grades.
Awesome
yeah, they got to
cards.
pay a little bit more, but that means their card's going to be worth quite a bit more.
I do enjoy writing upcharges down. Yes, that makes me happy for the customer.
Yeah, because the little bit of difference or whatever the difference is more than made up in the resale value of the card. So again, we told you a few weeks, I guess it's only been a couple of weeks now, that once this was official, once we could share the official news, and it is now official. I've had multiple talks with PSA about this regular service. We can now take for you, for our customers, $110 or $100 if you do 10 plus. But understand, we send things out as soon as we get them. So cards do not sit here. However, if we've already handled the 300 per week, yours will go the following week, and then we're just going to continue to order. We'll date all the shipments as they come in. You know, this person's was received on this day, this is the next day, and we will keep them going out as quickly as possible. We hope they'll open up to let us do more, but that's our limitation right now, 300 cards per week. So get those cards sent in if you want to get them back. I know a lot of you have been sitting on the sidelines. We've been telling you the advantages of using other companies, and there are plenty of advantages to use some others at their price points. But if you're PSA only, some of you need to reevaluate. You're going to be reevaluating some of yours, Doug?
I know that I have several that I need to go through, but and I have to tell you, Joe, we are close to that first week's allocation already. So most important comment so far is, if you decide you have some cards you want to send into PSA at the $110, $100 level, just get them to us as soon as possible. Come out, bring them to us, mail them to us. We have some videos that you can see on how to pack your products and ship them in to us. So we'd love to get your cards in and take care of them for you. Get them off to PSA right away.
Yeah, I know we have a retail customer bringing us a bunch to review on Monday. So we're going to keep them turning,
exciting.
Get them out the door.
It's great. It's really great. It's great news.
Now the question, Doug, while we're on the topic, how do we think this impacts the other companies? We know Beckett was already down to $100 level, and so I wonder, it's almost like tennis. I know you love playing tennis.
Tennis.
It's like, okay, what is it, you know, one person serves, and then how are they going to return, you know, how are they going to respond? How are they going to react? What's the next play? Whose ball is the court in, or whose court is the ball in? Something like that.
Maybe not a good tennis analogy in there, but
I dropped the ball there.
But oh, there you go. Now we're talking. No, I think, you know, I don't know that it'll impact the other grading companies. Beckett, I can see the impact where their pricing is roughly the same. I can see them being impacted. But I feel like Beckett is such a strong company, and there are certain people, and they do a certain job, such a great slab, and I love Beckett grading. So the other two companies, I don't really think it'll affect them because their price point is so much lower.
Yeah.
I think we're doing...
It's apples and oranges right now.
Yeah, we're doing a tremendous amount with SGC. Outstanding company to work with. CSG, we're not doing a tremendous amount, but we do a lot with CSG. Slightly lower price, that's kind of that's where I like to go. But everybody's got their preferences, and it's just this PSA now opens us up for another window for people to go into and decide to use PSA. I think it's a big step for sure.
Yeah, for those who are PSA or bust, that at least
Then
they can start reviewing, and we'll probably start seeing a lot more in the store to review. And we've got to, maybe we do another video. We've got to start running some numbers again, like if your resale is blank, therefore it's now worth paying, you know, $100. So we'll have to do some.
I can do that for you right now if you want, but
go right ahead.
We were at $600 before. We're going to be right around $350 at the new $100, $110 level. I mean, it's not quite halfway, you know, because the price is not quite halfway, but still, I feel if you think the card going to grade out, you see that 9s are worth $300, I think that's a perfect candidate for a PSA submission.
Makes sense.
So, yeah, I mean, lots of people are the PSA or no way, and that's fine. I don't think that that's 100%. You know, I think the majority of people are willing to use other companies.
Yeah, and more are every day.
It's every day that PSA digs into those backlogs, it helps them on their new pricing, because people really do want their cards back, and they don't want this new pricing opening up, keeping their older cards from being graded. So I think they're still, we know they're digging into the backlog. Yeah. We're now under 12 months roughly on any submissions with PSA, and we were at least 13 months at the worst part.
Yeah.
So.
And yeah, so because your latest ones you checked in were what?
They were
late November?
Late November and early December of last year. Well, it was mid-November and late November of last year. But on Modern, which is actually 2017 and earlier, we're already into February of this year. So it just depends if you send it Ultra Modern or Modern. Ultra Modern by far.
Modern is the furthest still. Yeah. And Vintage is fairly caught up as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So,
yeah. Well, not caught up, but at least into the February, March submission dates.
Should say more caught up. Yes.
I did notice that the oldest PSA order we have, I have some cards on that myself. So I'm excited to.
I did that on purpose. I said, this guys, you can wait forever on this. No, I wish we had any. We don't. We take them as we get them. So.
And they do not come back first in,
they do not follow FIFO at all, or FIDO. Either one.
First in, due out. No, I guess that wouldn't work either.
So anyway, so we're happy to share this news. If there's more breaking news in the industry, we'll be happy to share with you. But remember, as always, we are your source for graded card submissions. Keep Doug busy. Keep him employed processing your cards. Just go to our website, GotBaseballCards.com. You can click on whichever company you want to work with. PSA, BGS, CSG, or SGC. We provide free pre-screening and the best advice in the industry, and so we will be happy to help you any way we can with your cards. If you're in the Metro Atlanta area, please come out and visit us at our retail store, open Tuesdays through Saturdays. Closing words, Doug.
Yippee! That was a question. Yippee!
All right, we're making progress, so we're excited. Thank you, PSA. One more level. A few more to go, but we're getting there. So thanks for watching, everybody, and we will see you next time. Saying off for Joe
and Doug.
Thanks so much.